Not
the
bad.
that's a tap down, and you're gonna get a pretty full bar pretty quickly.
You know what? It's the oscillator that's eating up so much of it.
The
At first I
Harris
thought
too.
it
The
was.
Harris is 400, close to 500.
I
Do
like.
you want to guess what the supply efficiency on the rifle kite I'm running right now is?
Oh gosh, it can't be that high. I'm gonna guess 25.
1937.
1930. How do you do that? You want to know what mine is on my little Viento, dude? Or not
What core do you
Viento,
have on
whatever
there?
it is. The 40.
Oh, you got yeah, of course. I think that's what, like around a 105.
I am at supply efficiency wise. I am at 4,091.
All right.
And I love 4K. 4K is a great place to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like the 4K to 5K isn't a huge benefit, but 4K down to 3K is very noticeable.
Mm. My recharge delay isn't great, but it's not the end of the world. I'm shocked by the people who are able to make like the 20B and the 20C work.
I was gonna say Ceres with the 20B on the Mind Alpha core. I'm sure that's under 2,000.
It's under 2,000 with a plus 1 second recharge delay, which is just,
Yep.
man, that's so hard to deal with if you're not used to
And
it.
a decently long red line delay too.
Mm-hmm. It's a surprisingly mobile platform though. I used
All
to
right,
run.
room is back up.
Perfect. No versus room found.
Yeah, I'm not finding one either.
Andy, Lance,
Yes,
you can
It's
rejoin
not.
3 Cup.
It's not
we
showing
are.
up. It's not
We are.
showing.
I can't see. Did you capitalize C this time?
No, 3 other people are in here. Maybe retry, like close out.
I've
Retry
just
to
found
start.
it. I
I
tried a
found it
bunch of
now.
times. It
Yeah,
wasn't doing it right away.
it took 4
Oh,
tries for me.
cool, cool.
Not sure what's going on with the netcode right now.
Classic FromSoft. Okay, let's
Ah.
try to get this going again.
Take 2.
I'm hoping we see a little bit more support from this game in the wake of Shadow of the Erd Tree. I know that FromSoft has all hands on deck right now, getting ready to right around the corner.
Yeah, I think a lot of players, when there was no patch for this rank reset, kind of tuned out a little bit. So I'm definitely thankful for Josh, Kai, and everyone else that keeps putting on events and keeping the momentum going, because I'm still logging a lot of hours on it.
Absolutely. If I had a controller, I would too. But I'm definitely logging a lot of hours indirectly, just watching people's screen shares. I love this game. I absolutely do.
Are you gonna be playing Shadow of the Erd Tree?
Of course I am. I gotta turn red and ruin some people's days. I'm excited though. I do like the June 21st release date though, the 621. It's a nice throw to Armored Core 6.
Oh, that's subtle. I did not notice that. Especially because in not North America, it's probably 216.
That's true. So I don't know if it's just. Well, I don't know how Japanese do their dating conventions. I know most of the world does day, month, year, but they could be like us. I don't know.
Or just, was the Friday that they were going to think they're going to finish it on. All right, so we got most of the players back in here.
Just missing
Trigger.
Atari. No, Atari is
Nope, Artaeus is here.
Something's what? Oh, my mind is off because last time we needed the 9-person because Josh was spectating too.
Yeah. Yeah, FromSoft could figure out netcode. It's, their final boss.
Nah, it's hanging out with Dark Lurker in DS2. We don't know where it is. Oh, sit up. Too cozy. Getting too cozy.
I can't fall asleep already.
That's why I need to go on that run. What I can do is turn on Spotify.
So yeah, I think the biggest adjustment that the brutal lags need to make for this is to do a little better job capitalizing on any kind of 2-on-1s they can generate. That the last match, they were a couple times, Artorias would be able to stagger someone with the Zim, LCS, but then he'd be the only one capitalizing on it. That if they can get, a volley of missiles in there, if they can get a coral oscillator to help finish someone off so they can get the one stagger to terminal instead of 2 or 3, that can be a lot more efficient.
100%. I also think that if they're able to accomplish that, they're going to have a much easier time controlling how many of their own team are in at any given time. If they can press initiative, take people out, and maintain their team as much as they can. We lost someone else. I think we'll see them able to hold on to initiative more than we did. As limited as my experience is in these 3v3 things, I did notice, and I have consistently noticed, that the match seems to be decided not so much by who does best in the initial exchange, but who can best consistently recover once one or two teammates are down.
Yeah. A lot of times, doing well in the initial exchange, you get that point bonus leader, and if you can kind of quickly take them out and get that momentum back, you can generate some extra points and put yourself in a good position.
We've lost Ortarius,
but we got Trigger, so
we did.
But we lost Arterius and Fox.
Let's see if we have any word from Josh on what's going on.
All right, got Arterius back.
Man, at this stage, the sleep is going to take me if we don't get them back in here.
Coffee and land.
Oh, I can't drink coffee till after the run. Otherwise, I'm going to have a bad time. I'm going to have the worst time.
So, Land, if you're not playing Armored Core right now, what are you playing?
I've been on Helldivers a lot.
Oh,
I haven't.
How's that?
It's a good game. It's a really good time waster. It doesn't. It's fun. It's point by point. You can kind of zone out, play, listen to music. It doesn't scratch that PvP itch, but it is cooperative, and that can be a lot of fun. Really unique game. It's only $40. I highly recommend. Outside of that, not too much. I've just been busy with life.
Life gets busy.
I do check in on the Discord from time to time. I don't say much, but I'll lurk in the shadows. And I do plan
one discussion we have another day that actually you would be a good person to ask. Someone was talking about having trouble landing Laser Slicer after stagger, and they had a Huxley. If the Huxley hits them before the Laser Slicer, that starts the timer, right? And the window for landing the punish gets a lot tighter.
In my experience, that's negligible. The biggest challenge in using any melee punish, right, is what you normally when you're using like I don't know what weapons they were using, but let's imagine this for Vientos or Cocolettes or Netzigen. You want to build your stagger at as close you can to the maximum range that you're safe to. So usually for Vientos, it would be between 100 and 130. For Cocolettes, it would be between 80 and 100.
Or
for
inside of someone.
Or inside of someone, yes. But normally, especially if you're using a lightweight with knocked legs, you can get out of the way and mitigate a lot of damage if you're outside of 100 meters against most weapons. Where you're at the most risk is when you're moving forward to secure that punish on stagger. So what you want to do is be moving towards your opponent, either just moving towards them or an assault boost. What you want to avoid with the Laser Slicer is, I've seen some people do this where they'll fire, they'll get the stagger, and then they'll quick boost into their target. Oftentimes even that one quick boost, the latency in this game, is enough to lose the stagger extension window on the full slice. You want to be moving towards them and very close, like within 50 meters on stagger, in order to get it consistently. The plus side is if you do get that window, you get a free kick. Other weapons like the laser dagger, the pulse blade, after the 2-hit combo or the 3-hit combo and the laser dagger, the kick is not guaranteed. You can hit them, it'll still deal direct damage, but they have a full shield they can just shield through it. Can't do that with the Laser Slicer. I would say to whoever was asking that question, starting out, what I would do is pre-swap to the Laser Slicer on approach, so you have it out right when the stagger happens. Especially if you have a Huxley, you can use that to supplement that stagger and just get a feel for, because anything I can say, right, it doesn't really matter. The best teacher in this instance would be getting close and getting a feel for when that stagger extension happens yourself. And once you have a feel for it, you'll know where you have to be spacing wise to replicate it.
Fascinating. Thank you so much for the insight. So we guys had some people leave, some people join.
Speaking of things I wish we could replicate, the connectivity of the first match was fine.
That's from South
Names! You don't belong here. Oh no.
It sounds like they're having some connections and that
are we moving over to
yeah, we're gonna switch on to the next round.
Okay, so it looks like we've got,
so we're gonna have a bully squad versus let's take a look. Bounty.
Perfect.
Bully squad versus Bounty. So Bounty's not really a team I'm familiar with, so looking forward to seeing what kind of builds they're bringing.
Yeah, I have no idea who player 70895584 is. Well, it'll be a surprise.
So that's Oath. He hosts a lot of kind of old gen tournaments, some different kind of cosplays. He's a threes mainstay. So
gotcha.
Looking forward to seeing what he's got.
I think Oath also made the Frighteners emblems.
Oh.
I think he's the artist
brains behind.
Yeah.
That's something I'm always impressed by. I haven't, I opened up the emblem creation menu once, got overwhelmed, closed it immediately, and have not opened it since.
I was kind of, it's a cool emblem creator. I wish it were more like Forza's. I used it for a bit, and I made a couple emblems before my initial account save got corrupted, and I lost everything. But there are a lot of tools you can play with. You can make some cool stuff. It's more difficult than it needs to be.
Speaking of emblems,
look at that.
I like the bounty.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Shoko running a majestic Zhuangji earshot tank, so it's going to have a lot of armor, a lot of damage, a lot of impact. Looking forward to seeing if that can keep up with some of Bully Squad's speed. And we got
King Wu's using a threes mainstay, something we can see in singles a lot these days.
Yeah, MLT LCD. Yeah, the Wu is interesting. Not a lot of vertical. Normally you'll see grid walkers, sometimes NGI, or one of those efficient assault boosters.
We got the 20C, so the 20B for the gen. I don't even know if they could run the 20B, but surprising amount of damage output. Oath's got
redshift earshot duo. Yeah, that's, once again, a lot of damage.
Also running with an Alula. I have to say, I like the color scheme. I like the knocked. I like how this AC looks. Now, would it look cooler with knocked legs? Yes. But I'm happy with where it's at. Do you notice too, Josh and Goth using similar builds? I know they're not fighting each other in this round, but Josh went lighter versus Goth. She's using a beefier option. She's using the 2-cell duo missiles with a Mind Alpha core versus Josh using the 3-cell on Noct.
And Josh going for the Flugel over the PO4 booster, so getting a little bit more vertical boost with the Flugel. I think slightly longer quick boost and more efficient quick boost with the PO4. That's interesting. You see a lot of these kind of, staple builds, and people kind of tweak them of little bits to what suits their playstyle best.
Sometimes people just think stuff looks cool too.
That's why I got a lot of VP44 heads.
That's the best head. I don't care if the stats were garbage, it's the best one.
So we got Bully Squad starting on Alpha, Bounty on Beta.
I have a feeling Bully Squad's going to go for that tank first, but don't quote me on it.
Yeah, with tanks, a lot of times you want to either go with them first, or because they suck up so much damage, go for them last when you can really focus on them. That between the tank and the snail heavy, we got a lot more armor on Bounty's side. And their lightest bot is still Mind Alpha Leg midweight, which isn't gonna be low on the light on the AP. We got Neem stagger right away, a couple Majestics coming in. But Oath's already down to terminal. So is Goth.
They're good shot.
Pretty even so far.
Fairly even, yep.
Oh, but we just got Shoko down to terminal. See if they can.
We'll see what. We'll see what
Dusk Wolf's able to do.
Alright. Got a slight advantage bully here. Got Saris on almost full AP with the point leader. Oh, that's just so much damage coming in on Oath.
That really solidified.
That one of the issues with Bounty's composition right now is they don't got a lot of speed from either the tank or the heavy. So if Oath gets targeted down, the other teammates can't bring in a lot of support very quickly.
Yep. And Neems is just able to put out so much damage.
Yep. Yeah, you get terminaled with the laser swap, you can still put out 4 or 5k damage in those 5 seconds.
Absolutely. And Neems' movement for how beefy that AC is just phenomenal.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got their most amount of, you know, armor, but with those P10 boosters and Coral Gen, he can still... Oh, we got a tie game, though, so it's... We got Dusk Wolf on 1 AP, so you can see if they... he gets confirmed. Slight advantage bully. Yeah, let's see if
they're about to
Bounty can get a little bit of... Yeah, they're about to... And there goes Oath, but... See if they can confirm Saris quickly. That getting those 1 AP kills immediately is so important in threes.
And that's
if you let someone do damage on that 1 AP, get momentum, you're in a lot of trouble.
And that's what I think is so smart about Bully Squad, distributing those duos between Saris and God. And leaving Neems on DPS. They have 2 cleanup options on 2 highly mobile ACs.
Yep.
So they're able to secure them at a much faster rate. Also, the Wurger, great.
Yeah, the uncharged Wurg, it's hard to dodge at mid-range. You know, you're not gonna take a lot of damage from it, but doing 1 AP doesn't take much.
No, not at all. But I have to say, Neems has gotten some good cleanups, even with the LRB Rebula combo.
Yep. Shoko doing a good job getting some damage, trying to keep him off, but having that 2 or 3 on 1, it's not a ton you can do.
Again, closer game than we saw with Bully Squad in their last fight.
No, and it's, you know, there we go Saris, so that's closing up even more. We got about a 2-kill advantage right now, but we got all 3 of Bounty coming back at pretty high health, so we'll see if they can make a little push here in this last minute. Got Saris coming back too, got a pretty much full reset.
If they can get Saris and 1 other kill, and not...
Oh, but yeah, they got Neems focused down.
They're going to be in a good spot. This is very much recoverable.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job here. They can just limit the damage, confirm Saris quickly. Oh, but they got Neems triggered.
Saris for Dusk. They get Neems on that. That puts them ahead point-wise in the exchange.
Very
and now we actually see a brief lead. Going in is a 2v1. However, Goth is taking significant damage.
Yeah,
just
clean that up quickly.
They have Goth on terminal. If they can...
Yeah, but the 3 on 1, it's...
Saris, if they can do it in the next 20 seconds, they'll win.
No, but they're about to... Yeah, they just got the confirm on Shoko.
Yeah.
I think it's...
great rally there for a moment.
Great rally. Yeah, great rally in both parts. I'm looking forward to round 2. I think this could be a very competitive second round.
I think as the match progressed, it seemed that Bounty Squad was doing, kind of figuring out what Bully Squad was up to. Bounty Squad? What are they called? Yeah. Just Bounty?
Just Bounty.
Just Bounty.
For Bounty, very nice even point distribution here.
Frighteners 2. Well, it looks like there's a bracket update. It looks like there was a concession by Brutal Lag. We're at 2-0 on Frighteners. Frighteners are moving on to fight the Royal Knights.
Alright, switching Alpha and Beta, and we'll run it back.
2 more matches after this one. Will I survive, or will my hunger take me?
I believe in your multitasking.
I can't. The food's at the store. I can't take them.
Name a more iconic duo. Land and not having food in his apartment.
Oh, I didn't ask for this. Quick, someone in the Discord, Uber Eats Land some food.
If I just wrap myself in more blankets, maybe I won't
Land
be
better
so
hope
hungry.
Dia's not watching the stream right now.
Oh no, dude, stop. Don't do it.
Alright, so switching starting positions here. We'll see if that impacts anything. I think the biggest challenge for Bounty is going to be using that limited mobility to track down all of these hard-to-hit targets.
Mm-hmm.
But they've got a lot of firepower if they can.
I'm interested to
One
see
thing is
what
watching
this...
the last one. Really nice mobility in the tank from Shoko. Good job using the coral gen and the kicks to stay airborne.
Oh, absolutely. Draining that coral gen right off the bat, allowing it to regen while firing the Zooks in the air and going straight back into another kick. It's really good movement.
He's got Neems right on him. He's got the stagger trigger, and then, oh man, all that coral damage coming in hard.
Oh, but the double
Still
earshot.
pretty tight. Earshot's gonna... The juggler needs to be pretty close to do its damage, and that's in earshot range. But Neem's able to clean it up, see if he can re-engage.
2, 3.
Got Goth trying to track
half.
down Oath. Really nice movement by Oath Hill here, evading the Lamb.
Tank is back in. I'm switching
Focus
perspective
down,
to Ceres.
terminal. Still tight. Nice move by the tank, getting away from the Wurgs, but now he's got a lot of firepower on 3-on-1 here. Bully's doing a real good job deleting that tank armor. Able to clean up Neems with some LCDs, see if we can do this. Yep, Goth triggered. Really nice work by King Wu here. That's it. Goth cleaned up right away. Sarah, oh, great work by King Wu here on 1 AP. Getting Goth finished off, and Sarah's triggered on terminal. That's really helping them take the lead. Big momentum swing, but we got 2 players on 1 AP, and Sarah's about to be back. So we're going to have a 3-on-1 likely.
Very much we'll see how Shoko's able to evade. So far doing
There's one
fairly
terminal
well.
triggered. Second terminal triggered. Now it's 3-on-1.
If he can hold until they both get back, it's going to put them at...
It's how much damage can he do on this terminal?
Nobody
Oh,
he
there
did
he
it.
goes.
We've got Oath and Dusk back in now,
Yeah.
which puts him in a decent position.
If they can try to get Neems quickly. That was
what
brutal.
happens when 2 charged Rebulas, a juggler, and 2 charged Wurgs all impact at the same time. Wow, what a kill. Oh, we got Dusk back
really
in.
nice recovery by Bully Squad here.
Absolutely. They've done a fantastic job adapting.
Yeah. You know, both between matches and then within the same match. That
Really,
some of the meta you're starting to see in teams now is a lot more mid-weights, a lot of mobility, that with those you've still got a decent amount of armor, decent amount of stability, but you can move pretty well. That's when you got 3 kind of heavier ACs like this, with only one of them a midweight, it's really hard to control engagement.
Absolutely. It's interesting to see that, especially with how dominant heavies were for the first few months of this game.
Yeah, I mean, the Burzle nerf really, I think for 3s especially, has just limited your options with you're that big.
I mean, I liked flying around in a super heavy Tetra. We got 480 in AB as much as the next guy, but this does make for more dynamic combat, I think. I do
yeah,
like
but you don't see heavy Tetras at all anymore.
No, no.
So I think there's probably some middle ground we could have.
I think the additional nerf to heavy Tetras after the Burzle nerf is probably a bit much. But
yeah, we got Bully Squad pour away. Yeah, Neem's throwing down his weapons. And that's game.
Great showing.
Really nice work by Bounty. They came out strong in that second game, and Bully Squad was able to pull away, but definitely closer than the score indicated.
And Neems, for folks watching, I do not think that was at all a sign of disrespect. I think he threw down weapons to maintain. He was at terminal, and it lets him move a little bit faster. It's very much a viable strategy to go into drop weapons and focus completely on mobility in the final seconds of a match.
All right, I'm going to have to sign off. Gotta go pick my wife up from the airport, but it's been a pleasure commentating with you, Land.
Yep,
thanks,
take
Josh,
care, my friend.
for hosting and organizing as always. Looking forward to the next one of these.
Thanks for commentating, Andy. We'll have you on for the next 3's tourney.
My pleasure. Have a good night, my friends.
I'm gonna go cook up one of those 2-minute mac and cheese things. I will be right back. The hunger has eaten my brain.
Sounds good. Just in time for mine.
Alright, give me 1 minute. Or 3 rather. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Hello? Let me check, make sure I'm not just talking to myself. Nope. So hopefully people are watching the stream can hear me. I just had a delightful Craft Singles Deluxe. I am feeling much more myself. It is the last food that I had, and it looks like the match is kicking off. We got Knights versus Frighteners. I didn't get a chance to look at what the Knights are bringing in today, but Crossel tends to favor lightweights, does a fantastic job in them, uses a lot of really unique builds. Lithium, one of the top-ranked U.S. players last season, as well as the one before, well into the top 50 last season, as well as first season. And OP Huncho. So we got Frighteners, he's the same load as last time, double Exogens on Kai, double Rebula Lamb, and a PFAU Kite. Up against double Exogen, double Zim, double LCS with Crossel. And we'll see how things go. Both sides shooting off earshots initially, going for the quick stagger, both failed. Huncho taking the first hit. Taps on Josh. Josh at terminal, trading with Huncho. Both down. Kai on terminal as well, trade for Lithium. Very slight advantage to Knights. Knights able to take out priority target on Lithium, gain a few extra points there. Lithium doing a fantastic job with the double earshot, double Exogen, confirming 2 kills there, easy. A lot of damage output, manually aiming the earshots. Very close game. A kill on Crossel will put it back in the Frightener's favor, but as it stands right now, it is mostly even with a slight lead to Knights. Lithium trading with Kai.
See if they can get that confirmation on Kai. Oh, Lithium able to get off a double ear shot on Josh, deal significant damage there. Again, pushing the lead a little bit further in the Knight's favor. .80 differential. See if they can clean up Crossel before Kai goes down. Quick trade on both. Josh at 0, Lithium going for the confirm. 2 kills up on Knights. Frighteners have about a minute and a half to turn things around if they can. Knights in a really favorable position, going into a 3v1 with most of their team near full health. Absolutely devastating ear shots from both sides throughout the entirety of the match. And it's close, but Knights are doing a really, really good job of consistently pushing their advantage. It's incremental, but they've been able to push further and further outside of the Frighteners' grasp. This round might go to them. It's like Josh trading with Honcho. No confirm on Honcho yet. One down on Kai. Just devastating ear shots. That double Etzogen double ear shot is such a menacing build. Great game. Very even point breakdown on both teams, with the exception of Lithium. Those double ear shots again, putting in a lot of work. I think if the Frighteners are going to turn it around next match, they got to find a way to control Lithium. He was able to put out a lot of damage and act mostly uncontested through a lot of that match. So far, we have yet to see any of these go-to-3 matches. But starting off, that was close enough. If Frighteners can rally, this could be the first match we see go-to-3. Right, spawns have been swapped. Special shout out to that paint job Honcho's got. AC looking great. Ear shots out right out the bat. Looks like Frighteners are on Honcho. Lithium able to get behind Josh with a double ear shot. Looks like we're trading Honcho for Josh. Heavy initial damage on Kai, wow.
That puts Knights about a kill ahead. Core holding instance well. Josh is back in. Getting a reset with 1 kill favorability going towards the Knights. Everyone's back in, everyone's at full health. Lithium and Honcho pushing on Josh. Josh is down. Looks like they were looking to trade again with Honcho. Crossfield's been hanging in there at the double Zim, double LCS quite well. Knights going after Core. Core putting some of those rat skills to work. Josh is back in, focusing on Crossel, trying to get that confirmation. Ooh. RJ kicked by Honcho. Just takes a huge hit from Kai's earshots. Well, it looks like we're going to have some degree of parity going into this next exchange. It's going to actually looks like it's going to be a 2v3. This might be Frightener's chance to rally if they are at all this match. Hostile is down, huge hit on Core though. Core's terminal is up, Honcho is on him. Quick confirmation with the hand missiles. Josh about to get blasted. Oh, got out of the way. RJ kicks or something else. Josh might be about to hit earshots. No. Dodges the earshots quite well. And again, it looks like Frighteners were able to capitalize on the life advantage there, going into a 3v2. However, they weren't able to close much. Honcho pushing on Core, Lithium moving in. Kai trying to stop Lithium, huge hit. Fossil cleaning up, popping Kai's terminal, moving on. Lithium is down. Honcho Lithium down, Colossal soon behind. The problem is they're going to go into a situation where their entire team's coming back at full health. Kai on terminal just went down. Josh at mostly full health. Core hopefully able to hold the instance. Ooh. Josh taking a huge hit. Frighteners, they bringing it back a bit. 3 kill approximate deficit here, now 4. See if they're able to clean up on Kai. Knights now 6 kills ahead. With 11 seconds left. Frighteners are fighting to the end. Great match, but dominant showing by the Knights. And that's game. Again, Lithium, those double earshots, Etsugin's putting in a lot of work. Really able to output a lot of damage there, that fight. Great attempt at a rally by Frighteners, but quadruple earshots on a team is just a lot to deal with. But fantastically done.
All right, that brings us to Knights going in against Bully Squad in our finals. You know, it's odd when you're commentating completely alone. I don't know how streamers do this. I have no idea who I'm talking to. I don't know if anyone can hear me. I could say anything I wanted, but I won't.
You can say anything you wanted. Is that what I heard?
I said it's weird. I don't know if anyone can hear me. I could say anything I wanted, but I won't. I'm just gonna commentate. Am I still talking to anybody, or am I just like babbling into the void?
You're on stream. Saris is asking you if you're good, and Chappie is telling you that he can hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're good.
They're worried about you, Lynn.
They're worried about me? I had to go eat my mac and cheese. It's weird, though, because I can't see the stream. So I was like, man, this is just talking into the darkness.
You can open the stream if you want.
Where is the stream?
It's on Discord. It's the YouTube link. Look at Discord right now and you'll see it.
Alright. Is it in, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Is it site? I gotta mute this. I don't want to hear myself talk. It is, Saris. That is all. See, now I can talk to you guys. That was, I got the single craft deluxe mac and cheese. I was on my way out the door to go on a run prior to this, and then I was going to go to the store and grab some food. But I get a text from Josh saying, "Hey, can you commentate in 5 minutes?" And commentate I did. Unfortunately, I'm, well, less starving to death now. But I will take food donations, Saris, if you want to send me food.
Is it time for another Baconator?
I didn't get one last night. It might be, though. I'll have to run even further. I appreciate it, Chappie. But all that said, now we're going into the finals with Knights versus Bully Squad. And I think this is going to be a really interesting matchup. The burst potential of the two sets of double ear shots, I'm interested to see how that stacks up against a juggler and Fairies' words. I do not know how much practice Honcho, Lithium, and Crossel have. I do know they've played together intermittently, but if any last match is any indication, they do quite well together, and we'll see how things go. All right, we are in.
All right, I'm going to join you for the rest of the commentary
perfect.
so that you don't go crazy.
I'm not going to go completely insane, but thank you. I don't want to be alone anymore.
You're welcome.
I did commentate your entire match. I did commentate your entire match, and I didn't go completely insane.
I appreciate it. So
it was only in the aftermath.
This match, it looks like the Royal Knights are getting to use the Strider cover at the start.
Mm-hmm. I've been surprised how few teams have been jumping in on that. I expected to see a little bit more play around it.
Yeah, to an extent, it depends on your team composition. Right now, Hunter's team can work with it because Huncho has missiles. But it does leave his team in a predicament where the rest of the team is kind of just waiting around until this beginning part ends.
Looks like we got Bully Squad, even if it's a small advantage, doing a great job distributing damage across all of the Knights. It's finally forcing them to push forward. Looks like we're seeing Huncho trade for Neems. See if we can get a confirmed kill before Neems goes too crazy with the juggler. Next one's going to be Saris for Crossel.
It's looking like Knights will take the first encounter. Oh, Goth with a nice last second dodge of the earshot.
Looks like they're about Knights are about 1 kill ahead. Crossel just had terminal pop. See if we can see Saris the warder on confirmation. Means putting out a lot of damage on Lithium. Lithium is now on terminal. Great position by Lithium, getting behind and above for the double earshot on both Neems and Saris. Lithium is down as is Huncho. We're seeing scores start to stabilize a bit. Once Huncho is down,
Crossel is running to get the spawn timer reset, but it looks like his teammates respond on the opposite side from him, which is going to be a problem in a second.
Yeah, that puts them in a 2v1. Neems is down.
Crossel is down.
Going to trade for Crossel. Yep. Now we'll see what happens when Goth goes down. If Goth is able to stay alive longer, the advantage will go to Bully Squad.
Goth's in a difficult spot with the 3v1.
But Huncho just got priority. Goth just got it back. That gave them a few extra points. They were able to increase their lead. If they can get this trade here, that'll put them at 960.
Being on the ground is dangerous because of the ear shots.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, Knights doing a great job turning around there, denying the trade, maintaining their lead.
Saris and Neems are popped, and Saris is down. Oh,
like we're trying that for
finishes popping their team. Will they leave Huncho alive so that they can stagger the spawns? It looks like they will.
Awesome. Getting that kill on Huncho while he was top player allowed them again to just barely eke out a lead. We are 5 points away from both teams.
Anyone's game.
Terminals up. Looks like they're looking to trade. Lithium's going to trade with Saris. Neems is going to trade with, if they can get this on Huncho. Otherwise, Bully Squad's going to be in a tough spot, and they are.
Yeah.
Lithium to transitioning to complete defensive posture. He's just going to rat around the rest of the map as long as he can.
Lithium's down, but Huncho is hanging back to ensure they can't get that last kill to him.
Oh, but they might. They very well might. If they can
They just need it on both players.
Just one. Oh my god, they got it.
They got it right at the end.
Shocking. A double reversal in the last 30 seconds of the match. I think Knights as well as myself thought that they had it. Incredible turnaround. Very, very, very.
Basically going neck and neck throughout the entire match.
That's
having
what we
a
like
razor
to see.
thin finish.
Now, my heart wants this to go to 3 matches, and I feel like it could. My stomach wants this to be over next round. So
Your
right now,
might have to wait.
It very well might.
It's gonna have to start to learn to eat itself.
I think it is. I think it is. Nathan Blackwood hype, it very much is. And crazy it do go.
We'll see if the game plan changes at the start. Honcho's team really took a lot of damage at the start last match due to the lack of missiles in their team comp. But the earshots are just so devastating.
They're crazy.
That have very quickly turned around the starting fight.
Oh, Black. I see. Nathan Blackwood and Black makes sense. I am interested to see if they're going to try and distribute damage across all of the Knights this time again, or if they're going to focus on a single target. Looks like Neems is going in for cover. Sarah's utilizing the Strider as well.
Saris and Goth will be Bully Squad's main source of damage at the start here. Huncho will be the main source for Knights. Huncho going off to the side, I think, to bait one of them out so that his team can move in.
And here we go. We are off to the races. Spectating Saris at the moment. Saris going in for the word punch on Huncho, able to dodge the earshot. Trading Huncho for Goth. Goth down quickly. Saris on terminal. That gives the Knights a early game advantage.
Neems is going to have to stay alive for a while if he doesn't want this to be a large advantage at the start.
Those earshots, though. Those earshots
They're devastating. Goth is already hurting.
But Goth is down.
Neems really making sure to stay up for a while to try and keep things as even as he can. Oh, and he was caught. As soon as he touched the ground, near shots at him.
Bit of a rough start for Bully Squad. Currently down about 1.5 kills. Now they can offset that by getting a kill on Lithium, priority target. And it looks like Goth is going to trade for Huncho. Sarius open to trade with Crossel. Crossel is down first. Let's see if Saris can get another word shot in before he goes down. Nope. Goth just cruising. She's doing great. Unfortunately can't live forever on 1 AP. Again, closing the gap. The kill on Lithium, who remains priority target, brings them a bit closer. We are just outside of 1 kill. Honcho trading for memes. Crossel actually taking a ton of damage there. They can clean up on Crossel. This might be Bully Squad's chance to start, if not turning
Lithium's
things around.
running to prepare for his team spawn.
It's a good move. So going in more or less even, the 70-point approximate differential in scores. And that kill on Lithium here will firmly put it in Bully Squad's. Actually, this is a really good position for Bully Squad.
If they can clean up Honcho fast and get Crossel into 3v1.
They're going to trade Saris for Lithium. See if Saris can clean up on Honcho too. He can.
Saris is trying to find Lithium. Lithium's running for it.
This is a bit dangerous though. They have the opportunity to clean up Goth and Saris quickly and force a 3v1 on Memes. Looks like Saris is down, Goth is on terminal. Memes is going to have to pull some magic.
Memes is ditching his weapons and focusing on ratting to try and stay alive as long as possible. But there's just too much time remaining for that. Saris eating the 3v1. Now Neem's strat has backfired on him.
They won't kill him.
Goth is gonna go down. Goth won't be able to get away.
Goth is down.
Saris has to very quickly get that kill on Honcho or it's done. And it doesn't look... Oh, will he be able to manage? No, it's not... Oh!
It's possible, because he hasn't had terminal spawns. He just needs one hit.
They got it!
One hit.
And with that,
they did that one man down.
They did.
That could have I often will say it could have been anyone's game. I don't always mean it. I did mean it both of these times. I had no idea who was going to win until the last second.
Yeah, there was a crazy back and forth.
Crazy pressure by the Knights. Really, really well done. Crossel doing great, keeping up with a heavier build. Lithium, those ear shots, they're terrifying. Honcho, reverse joint ear shots are more terrifying. Memes Gambit did not pay off, but Saris and Goth able to hold it down for the last 50 seconds. Effectively down a man.
I am just going through and confirming results now. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say if Neem's Gambit paid off. It did put them down a man for the last minute of the game, but him staying alive did keep them at least with a 1 kill advantage, which luckily Goth and Saris were able to maintain.
I am shocked they didn't Knights didn't transition to going for a cleanup on memes in the last 15 seconds.
It can be tough to find someone at the end with so little time remaining.
But crazy strategies, crazy gameplay, super fun tournament. When's the next one, Josh?
So the next one... The next one will be... I gotta open up calendar for this. So, on July 4th, we'll be doing our next 1v1 Singles Cup. It's following the same format as this, single elim, just quick and dirty. Following that, we will be doing the next Teams Cup. Oh, I said July 4th. I meant June 4th. And then June 18th, we will be doing the next Teams Cup. These cups, the goal of them, ultimately, is a very fast, sort of loose tournament where teams can experiment, try out different builds, get some competitive practice in to prepare for the big monthly tourneys. With this month's monthly tourney being on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. And it will be a singles tourney. Now, we put it at 7:30 p.m. To better open it up for like our contemporaries in the Japanese community. So we'll be seeing who will be participating in that. But so far, we're having a pretty solid turnout. We're having some returning names from the last Frighteners Invitational, like Sea Knight, and the previous Invitational winner, Edulito. So, should be a fun event, regardless. All right. Now, with that, thanks so much for commentating, Land, especially given I only gave you 5 minutes notice and only decided 6 minutes before it started that I needed a commentator. Thanks, Brandy.
It's always a pleasure.
Always. And I hope to see you on Saturday to commentate that too. I don't know if I've given you a heads up yet.
You likely will.
Alrighty.
My head is currently very much up. I am listening.
Thanks to Andy for also coming out to be a last-minute commentator. And thanks to all the teams that participated. There was definitely some interesting team comps, some pretty close matches, and some great plays. Congratulations to Bully Squad for taking the cup, and the Royal Knights for making that finale as close as it ended up being.
And with that, we close out.
Yeah. Goodbye, folks.
Goodbye.